There you are.
Hello.
Hi, ShyRedFox. How are you?
Good.
Let me change the so everyone else can see you.
Okay.
And all right, there we go. How are you, ShyRedFox?
I'm good.
This has been an amazing day, and uh, I'm so happy to welcome you as one of the leaders of the Anvilite Streamer Corps. And
it's
it's just so fun to have you here today. And
it's
Shy Dead
super
Fox.
awesome to be here. Yes, yeah, I'm still dead.
So, Autumn Vicky has a question about explain these world building steps. So, I would like to just be able to answer that question really quickly because if you look here, if you come to this article, if, I need to put over here. Okay, there is an article, um, and that article will bring you to this microscope steps. And if you click this uh, link, it's called um, the Microscope RPG. This is a dungeon master less, meaning there's no dungeon master. It's a dungeon masterless role playing game where the result is building a brand new world. So, the process that we've been following through the month of November, where we've been collecting votes, where we've been auctioning off things for the Game of Tomes, has all been in preparation to play a massive 24-hour microscope game and then we are taking all of that information that we're gathering and putting it into a World Anvil review, World Anvil uh, world. So this is a really exciting way to build a world, um, and it's a new way to do it. I'm usually a novelist, and I prefer the snowflake method for novels, but for collaborative world building, I can't think of anything better than this. So there we go. Yes, I have changed my background. I'm back to the library. So with that, Red Fox, please tell us a little bit about yourself and uh, your adventures with World Anvil.
Okay. Um, I used to be a computer programmer. I worked on a NASA project called Landsat 7, and when I found out I was pregnant with my son, I decided to work part time and then eventually stayed home. And I got to have the privilege of helping my own kids learn to read. And that was really exciting and important to me. Um, then in 2018, I decided to try to write a novel. And on December 1st, almost exactly 2 years ago, I hopped on a plane to Seattle to take the JLPT, the Japanese Language Proficiency Test, which and I still only know a little very bit, but and started my novel on the plane to help avoid the jitters, and that started my writing. And then a friend of mine said, "Oh, hey, have you checked out World Anvil?" And I logged on and instantly subscribed the very first day, and then hopped up to Grandmaster as soon as I could. And then when I saw that the Inner Sanctum positions were open, I hopped up to that
Oh, wow.
because it is such an incredible community for me. I really wanted to to support World Anvil as much as I could. So
So, what is it like being a member of the Inner Sanctum?
it's fun. It's like a smaller version of the World Anvil community where we get to chat with each other in our own channel, but we also get to have an hour every month with Demi and Janet in the Inner Sanctum Coffee and just get to chat with them. And then we get to give a little bit more input, and I don't know. I just really enjoy the whole group. So,
That's wonderful. All right. And now, when I come visit your streaming, I notice there's a lot of fun extra stuff happening, and it's not with the keyboard, but it's usually with sharp metal objects. And
sharp metal object.
knitting
Oh,
needles.
knitting. Yes, I I have some of my knitting that I wasn't going to work on. Oops, sorry, noisy. Oh, and it just put on sound.
I can still
I
hear
have
you.
to mute it again. Okay, I had it put on sound, so I had like myself later in there. Okay, it's all fixed now. But anyway, yeah, I'm not going to knit today, but I do enjoy knitting and all sorts of fiber arts crafts.
Okay.
It's just a big part of my life in a way to de-stress for me. So,
Okay. Well, I can tell you, world building and writing novels is my way to de stress because, as a former computer programmer and writing all of those emails, I definitely need my fiction writing to be able to just escape the world a little bit.
oh, I totally hear you on that.
All right. Well, what I'd like to do, and with your time here today, we are building an entire world. And as a guest world builder, I'd like to have you build a world prompt with us.
Okay.
And what? So for those who are watching and those who haven't been here so far today, we have the world building theme is modern magic over technology, and we have special ingredients where uh, race specific magical lineage, dragons, legendary creatures, hovercars, nanites, metalsmiths, murder mystery, integrated magic tech, and cyber based necromancy. But we will not have standard humans. There are no normal humans, no creatures from space or aliens, no wireless networks, no protagonists under the age of 30, and superpowers. We cannot have superpowers, and so that's what we're going to be working on today. And do you have what would you like to what would you like to build today?
Well, I peeked at your prompt picker, and I'm
Yes.
pulling it up here right now. I'm always kind of, for trying not to quote Madonna here, but I'm kind of a material girl. I like materials. So, so I was wondering if maybe we could create a material that was like kind of a magical ingredient, maybe like a boost aspect.
Okay. Let me bring
Um,
up a new materials template.
okay.
So what I'm doing here, for those on the screen right above me, is the world anvil. So as many of you probably already know, so we have that. I'm going to material. All right. Now in in this in the world that we have many different eras. We have a Bronze Age, a Dark Age, an Age of Enlightenment, global exploration, magical modern day, and a dystopian future. And these are all of the eras that we've been building in. The material that we're going to be building together, when was it first discovered? And when is it most commonly used? Or those are
Um,
the two first answers that we can do.
okay. I was trying to remember the ages. I on the history bookends on the microscope steps,
Uh huh.
there was an era, a magic conquerors era,
Yeah.
and I thought if this material could be kind of a leftover just coming into that.
Okay. All right. So it was originally discovered very early in the history in the Bronze Age, almost. If we were to compare it to Earth's history, it would be created in similar to a Bronze Age.
Okay. I was
Uh,
thinking that this would work with technology, so maybe it should go later.
well, it can, well we use gold in technology, even though gold has been discovered for millions of years. So I maybe if I could know a little bit more about the material you're thinking of.
Okay, because I did make notes. So I was watching earlier. I was like, ooh, and we could do this and we could do that because I wanted to kind of get a feel for how things would go today. So I was thinking it might be a fun kind of a bridge between technology and magic. Maybe not necessarily the only thing, but a
Okay.
way to combine them.
Okay. And I'm just typing this up as you're going
Oh,
along.
no, that's fine. I'll wait.
Okay. No,
I'm
keep going.
patient.
So this material is a bridge between technology and magic. And how do you see that bridge functioning?
Functioning, it's like it's not really an element, but it's like a leftover from if how do I explain this? If magic came into the world and really kind of took over after some sort of battle, because it looked like magic conquers. That's kind of what I was thinking. Then this could be like leftovers if there was some sort of technology,
Mm-hmm.
no matter how crude, that was conquered, that any little bits left over of that, there might be like crystals or some aspect that would show up in the battlefields that were left.
Okay. So like so it's a magical residue that exists after spells have been dispersed.
Um, Let me read through my notes again. That I was thinking that it might have to do with like I know that there was some golems, and I don't remember what eras they were put into,
Uh-huh.
but the person before me was talking about how people were putting souls into golems, and
Yeah.
if that magic like that would have a leftover,
Okay.
um, maybe, and that how to explain it, like for lack of an ectoplasm or something like that,
Oh,
that
yeah.
it might have some sort of residue and leftover.
Okay. Would you see this as a crystal, a slime? What state of matter would you see this as?
Crystals are really common in things, so let's use a slime that's going to be less commonly used in stories and things.
Okay.
Like let's make a slime, like make it unpleasant.
Residue is a slime. Okay. And and when we say it's a leftover from magical experiments, if you imagined, the Harry Potter world where they wave the magic wand and the sparks come out, would you imagine that the what you wave the wand and the ooze comes out, or is this more of an alchemical or a residual?
It's like a you use it. It's I would almost compare it to like a drug. You use
Oh,
it and it's like a boost to whatever ability that you have, and there may be different types and different grades of it.
okay. Okay, so if you do not have this slime, you can perform X level of magic. But when you have this slime, it will maybe double it. If you have a different slime, it will quadruple it. That kind of stuff.
Yes,
And
yes, definitely.
some sort of some levels of magic are so advanced you must have this ooze.
Yes, but there's a
Okay.
cost.
Okay, let me get this first part. Um,
That's fine.
uh, the slime will uh, boost the levels of magic. Different slimes boost different amounts. And Oh, it just said that I went offline for a little bit. Okay, so
I
all
see
right.
us again, though.
Yeah, Danny's saying we're back. Okay. All right, say, but there's a cost. So what is the cost that this is gonna do to us?
Um, I figured that there might be an addiction
Oh.
aspect. And if you truly
Um so let the record be known. I lasted longer than my computer.
good for you.
uh all right, so let's get back. I outlasted the machine. Oh wow, it just kicked. Okay, I'm gonna log in. Okay. There we go. There you go, Natalia. There's the little face slap for you. Uh, okay, let's go back. All right, we still have a draft. Okay, so you said that there was going to be a cost, and this was going to be an addiction, and the more addicted, you said that the less powerful they become.
Yeah, to the point where they might actually lose all magical ability.
Okay, that is good. Okay,
I have some other options too if you're interested in those.
about the slime or about other
Yeah,
things?
the dark side to the use of it.
Oh, you bet. Let's get all of this here.
Okay. I believe it would be dangerous to collect. Um, and I don't know, maybe there should be like an alteration of reality where they remove the slime. If that sounds fun.
Okay, so when an alteration of reality where they remove the slime, where is the slime found? Is it a naturally occurring substance in the world?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but if I understood when we were changing to eras, is there a battle between the change to eras or not?
The what what the battle was is that um, there were technologists and magic users, and the magic users impressed the people so much that they overcame, they won the
Oh,
proverbial
okay,
battle,
okay,
and so
okay.
that's why magic is so much more prevalent than technology, is because they proved themselves. So this could be that the discovery of the slime allowed for that to happen.
That's a good. I like that.
Okay. Okay. Error. Let's put the error link to um, Magic Conquers. Okay, cool. Um, so where do you think? Excuse me. Where do you think that this material is collected from?
Ooh. Um, I don't know. Is it like the source of magic, or is it just a boost? I'd originally thought of it as a boost, but could it be connected to a source of magic? Would it be at like the heart of the planet, or would it be in certain caves with a certain fungus, or
The
um,
I like the cave and the fungus. The idea is that back to the palette instruction is that magic is hereditary. and so it wouldn't be so much that it you need it to make the power make magic, but it would just be that um, okay, let me look at the microscope. Looking back, okay, um, race specific magical lineage. So that just means that
Okay.
magic comes through heredity as opposed to a material that you find.
Okay. Cool. All right.
So I think
So
we should,
this is truly just a boost then. Okay.
yeah.
Which I like. Okay. So yeah, maybe we should put it in very difficult to reach places. So particularly moist caves with a particular mushroom. Um, and maybe the mushroom glows or something so that you can tell what it is.
So okay, so it's a you want this to be mushrooms or maybe something because you said
Maybe a
moss.
product of the mushroom because we originally called it slime. So maybe the mushroom gives melts down and gives off the slime.
Okay. I just want to avoid the connotation of magic mushrooms
Yes.
that
So
people
maybe it
might.
should melt down and it's no longer the mushroom. So,
Okay.
or it water from that rolls off water from the cave interacts with the mushrooms to create the slime. So then it's
Okay.
not the mushrooms.
Thank good water that washes over mushrooms that then turns to the slime.
I'm seeing in the chat badger mushroom.
No. All right. That's cool. All right. Well, is there okay? So what? I called this type a biomaterial, as I think that is probably um, with it being water that rolls over mushrooms that then turns into slime. I think biomaterial is probably the closest thing we have for this. So
Okay.
what should we call this stuff?
Oh, names are always the hardest. Um. Oh, I think we should take name suggestions from the
All right.
chat because I am terrible at names.
That sounds great. All right. So if you have a suggestion for what we shall name this ooze, this slime, this melted mushroom of water, please put that in the chat, and then we can start collecting those, and we'll have a vote.
Okay. We had talked about a giveaway.
Yes, I'm. We should have. How
Do
do I
we
do
want to
that?
modify how we do it and do a random drawing of the people who donate today? That would work just fine. Then you don't have to set up a specific giveaway.
Okay, so what? Okay, because I have the names of the people who have. Do they need to be present to win?
No,
Okay, so
no, they'll just have to email me, and I'll give you my email after I get off the stream.
okay, that
So,
sounds good. Then what? All those people who have donated today during the stream will then be put in a name generator. Name not a name generator in a randomized selector. That information will be sent over to ShyRedFox, and then you will be able to receive the prize. So, because
yeah.
I don't know how to set up raffles yet, of all of the
No,
million
that's
things
fine.
that I had to get ready for.
And you're tired too. I can't expect you to think.
Well,
So,
I appreciate that. It's going to be a fun rest of the day, I am sure. So, I'm not seeing many. I'm gonna. seeing anything coming in the chat. Hopefully, it's not. I'm going to the fantasy name generator, and I am going.
What if we pick a? If you find one great, I did think of. There's an area in Alaska that my brother ends up fighting fires in. We could call it Chugach. If we don't find a better one.
Okay. Well, we have, let's see, herbs and. Oh, that's. Let's see.
We're getting a few. Kitoi Poi says tar. Smar says maybe Perlonian mushroom residue.
I like the word icky, and maybe we can Latinize the word icky to make it sound like it's Iktar, Ikitar. Refuric. Wait, Perlonian. What's Perlonian?
Perlonian, huh? It's something Smormor was saying.
Oh, yeah.
I am rather fond of Kitoi Poi's Ikitar. It's just fun.
All right,
let's pick that.
Okay, so it is spelled Icketer, Ikitar, biomaterial.
Awesome.
Right, we'll just do that. We will save the changes with that, and of course, I lost. Let's see if this window Nope, that didn't work. Okay, I need to find another article. So, while I'm working on something, is there anything that you would like to promote or share as we get this ready to go?
Part of why I wanted to help out today is, to me, it's really, really important that people be able to learn to read, because I've got to help teach English for a year when I was in college to some of the students in the colleges near us. And there were so many things that people could not do if they couldn't read. And in my first novel, Rise, that I'm working on editing right now, my main character isn't fully literate in his language. He got up through middle school, and you can't really read, or he got up to middle school, but you can't really read in Japanese until you hit like about high school to like be able to read a newspaper. And so he really wishes that he could read like all the labels on the products and things like that. But when somebody took the time to teach him to read, it really, really made a difference in his life, because I mirrored that from what I saw in my English students. So it was just, was the part of the impetus behind me wanting to help out today, because I've seen the difference literacy makes in people.
Yeah. That is important, and yeah, I couldn't think of a better charity for us writers to support than one that gives away books.
Yeah.
Does that sound self-serving? I don't know.
No, because books are a refuge for so many people. It's not self-serving.
Oh, good. All right. Well, I here on the article I listed your Twitch channel. Do you have anything else that you would like to have focused on?
Maybe my World Anvil world. It can be found under liminalchronicles.com. Because that's the one that I'm working on right now. Oh, we never really said what I was giving away.
No,
Um,
we didn't. I'm sorry.
being that it's my 5-month streaming anniversary too, I will give away a print, or not a print, a high resolution image of the winner's choice from my shop. And I added a new print in there of a Baku, a dream eater, a Japanese dream eater, just in case anybody would like that. Because otherwise, I was going to keep that private to myself, but I thought that is to my favorite image that I drew for Inktober. So I thought I would put it in there. And then once the uh, drawing is done and I give away the image, the Baku goes away again. So this is your chance to get the Baku if you want it.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, ShyRedFox. Thank you for dealing with the technical difficulties, because what's a stream without technical difficulties?
Oh no, it's totally, I totally get it. You did amazing.
All right.
So,
And all right, so thank you so much for coming by, and I will see you later.
yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah,
Good luck.
thanks. Bye.
Bye bye.